What's up, everyone? I am Ernest Dove. This is the New York Mets Dove Report. Let's do another kind of prospect profile breakdown on a young, very young pitcher who's been dominating. Extreme small sample size alert. But I want to talk about a teenage lefty who throws anywhere from 94 to 98, who's looking really, really good through his kind of semi starts, quasi piggybacking outings. Been through 4 outings. I want to get into what the obvious improvement is that's leading to some version of really elite stuff. I'm going to talk about current 19-year-old left-handed pitcher Nicholas Carreño, who's been dominating in low A St. Lucie. Now, he's a guy, if you could remember a couple of years ago, he was one of those kind of lottery ticket trades that was made by the Mets. They picked him up by trading away Josh Walker. If you remember, the older lefty at that point was kind of back and forth between AAA, major league level arm. The Mets traded him. They got this kind of teenage prospect who couldn't throw strikes. But guess what? Here he is now, 2026, low A. He's pitched in 4 games. 2 of them are considered starts, but he's kind of been 2 to 3 innings-ish. Just kind of went his highest innings of 4 in his last outing. Overall combined, 12 innings, 8 hits allowed, 4 earned runs for a 3.00 ERA. Here's the thing. Small sample size, 12 innings, only 3 walks. And by the way, 20 strikeouts. 20 in 12 innings. That's 15 Ks per 9. The obvious, though, for this Nicholas Carreño, pitch command. So for his pro career, very young of sorts, obviously, starting in the DSL in 2023 for another organization, I believe the Pirates organization, his pro career walk rate has been over 6+ per 9 innings overall for the years until this year. All of a sudden, again, small sample size, 2.25 at this point. This is a glaring improvement. Again, he hasn't even thrown or allowed more than 1 walk. Now I'm going to jinx it. He's only allowed 1 walk or less in all 4 outings. And again, now this is a lefty. When he was pitching 2-3 innings each outing so far in low A, he was pumping 96 to 98 miles an hour. When I was at Clover Park for his last outing, he was more 94, 95, which, by the way, elite command throughout the 4 innings. Why did the velocity drop between 96, 98, now 94, 95? Maybe if I were to make an educated guess, it's because these 4 innings was his longest outing of the very early season. Is this a sign that the Mets do want to continue to kind of work him as a starting pitcher? Now, I know some people out there who do follow the Mets minor leagues. They say, hey, I would rather he be a 98 to a 100 mile per hour lefty in the bullpen. Maybe that could still be his future, but at this point, with improved command right now, might as well keep letting him pitch 2, 3, 4, maybe even get to the 5-inning mark this season. Because again, this was his longest outing that just happened this past week. So what is to come? A lot to be said, of course, but Nicholas Carreño went from lottery ticket trade all of a sudden could be one of the fast rising prospects in the Mets organization. I'm curious to see how long he stays. Only 19 years old, turns 20 in June. Could he at least end the season in high A? And then again, how many innings per start or outing will he do for the rest of the year? I'll keep looking. I'll keep watching. I'll keep you guys informed. Please be on the lookout. New York Mets Dove Report. Subscribe, comment, like. What are your thoughts on a guy like this? Do you want this kind of lefty throwing 98 to 100 as a 1-2 inning guy? Or should the Mets continue to try him in a starter role? Let me know in the comments. I'll be doing some interviews upcoming. Be on the lookout for more interviews with some of the top prospects in the Mets organization. See you guys next time.